We're back.
Welcome back. All right, so let's dive into the next one. Who would like to go next? Yes, is it Margarita? Oh, you're muted.
I'm sorry, it's Marquita.
Marquita, there you go. Nice, I love it.
Thank you.
Marquita, tell me what it is that you do.
I am a quantum energy healer and brain gut coach. So I pretty much work that's dealing with, I'm a life coach, I'm a health coach, and I also do a lot of different energy work as well.
Okay, so the clients that come to you, what are their big problems?
My area that I primarily focus on now is women who suffer from hormonal imbalances. And that's such as like mood swing, digestive issues, weight gain, and sleepless nights. And my goal when I work with my clients, I pretty much work between like the brain gut connection, because I've noticed that a lot of times when you're dealing with, if it's mood swings and a lot of these issues, the first point of contact is working with your, the gut, bringing balance between that gut area. So as a coach, I don't just focus on one particular area. I like to focus on both. Okay. And then in addition to me using just me personally as a coach, I also have what I consider my quantum tools. So I use biofeedback and biocommunication as well.
What does the client want that are having all these in hormonal imbalance, digestive, weight gain, sleepless night? What is it that they want?
A lot of clients, they're wanting more energy. They're lacking energy. Even I have clients that come in, even though they may not know that they are possibly dealing with a hormonal imbalance. I kind of help to assess to see exactly what might possibly be going on. But I've noticed a lot, they're unhappy in their careers, or they feel like they lack purpose. And because I just recently, well, not recently, in March, I left corporate. So a lot of the women that I was seeing as clients were my colleagues or other individuals that I work with. And they were either having mood swings, hot flashes, they were dealing with a lot of different issues. But once we actually sat down and really talked about what was the underlying issue, what was going on, they were unhappy. They were unhappy in their careers, and they knew that they had a purpose or something that was bigger and greater for them to be doing in this particular lifetime, but they just didn't know what it was. But they knew that they were high achievers. They made quite a bit of money, but they were just in burnout and they wanted out, but they just sat there and suffered in silence. So I realized too, some of them, they wanted to basically, some of them did have dreams of their own, but because of the fears centered around it, as far as stepping out and taking that leap of faith, they decided to just basically suffer in silence instead of focusing on their purpose and working on their dream. So it's been a combination of individuals. And I think that's why I've been getting not really clear.
That's okay. Here's what I got so far. This is what I heard you say. So Margarita works with high achieving leaders that suffer in silence. They're unhappy and have no purpose and want nothing more than to reconnect with themselves in their life.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's been.
Write it down. Because I don't have to remember what I say. I just kind of go.
Who's recording this? Are you recording or someone else?
I am recording it. So so we talk about all these generalized things that they have, right? And so they have our whole hormonal balances because they're high achievers and they're always on the go and they don't slow down and they need energy. So everything that you talked about was generalized. And then you took, well, I'm a life coach, I'm a health coach, I'm a quantum coach. But right, we want to think about what they want. And so they want to feel reconnected, I don't know, what did I say? Let me think. High achievers that suffer in silence, they're unhappy and they want nothing, and they have no purpose and they want nothing more than to connect with themselves and life again. Now, what you give them, right, is your evaluation. You give them a little bit of life coaching, you give them a little bit of quantum, you give them a little bit of health, right? So you don't have to go into all of that. I'm a life. Did you remember before when I said about the whole traditional introduction? I'm a best-selling author. I have a family foundation in 3 generations. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I made $1 million before I was 25. It's feeding my own ego, right? Nobody wants to hear about it. right? But I have a simple solution to sales that's going to transform your business. It's going to double and triple your revenue weekly, and it's going to take that fear out of selling. Is that okay?
I love it.
I love it.
Right?
Yes.
Now, what I give you when you come is everything that you need. Right? Makes sense? So the same thing for you. So you work with high achieving leaders that suffer in silence. How many of you guys are entrepreneurs that suffer in silence? Be honest. See, look it. Bingo,
Okay.
you just connected to an audience of people that could use your help. Right? But if we don't address the problem because we're like, oh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to create any tension. Well, no, you're a coach. Your job is to create and pull out, right? What people need to hear. And so you have to call it as it is. It's not that they're unhappy. It's not that they're having digestive issues. It's not that they're having sleepless nights. It's that they're suffering in silence. And because they're, now you as a quantum leap coach, right? Suffering in silence here screws up your entire body.
Everything else. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Good. All right. Who's next before Kaden comes back on again?
How can I don't
Gina,
have
I
the
wanted to hear
entire.
your 3 questions. Oh,
Wait, hold on one second. Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't capture all that you said. Do I need to?
Oh my gosh. See, I told you all to have a paper and pen.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. But anyway, I'm gonna schedule a one-on-one with you.
Okay.
I don't have it. Okay.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to hear those 3 questions someone had mentioned in your prior breakout room that you had everyone write down to put yourself in the seat of the consumer instead of thinking from the vantage point of someone who's selling.
Yeah. So Danielle, the one thing that I said in the first breakout was that it's never about the money, right? It's never about the money. It's about the value. So if you're providing a service to other people, what's the value? Could you not see the value in what we just did?
Absolutely. I could.
Yeah. And it's not about saying all those other things that, you know, like the titles that we put on ourselves. So 3 questions that we always ask to try to help develop that pitch that makes people want to say yes. Do you think people would say yes now?
Definitely.
Yeah. Is what's the problem your clients are having? And you heard me just flesh that out.
Yep.
Right? What do they want? Right? What's the solution that they want? Not what you think they want, right? But really what they want. And because what you think they want is what you're going to give them. They don't need to know that. Right? They don't. So in marketing, it's like, give them what they want, show them what they need. Right? If you tell them what they need, they're going to go, oh no, I don't want that.
Right.
And then who has that problem? So, I mean, I zeroed out say your name again.
Marquita.
I heard high achievers, right? High achievers are their own group. And there's even more that you can, high achievers, I don't know, you can even like, break it out into say like, high achieving employees, right? Or high achiever entrepreneurs, high achieving moms. Like you can even like go in one step further. The more you can get deeper, you know, there's 8 billion people in the world. How many high achievers are there? So you're going to keep dialing in your audience. There'll still be plenty enough people for you to work with.
Okay.
You know, should it be somebody similar to Marquetta? Like so that they identify with each other more easily?
So when we do, for instance, if you book a call, we're going to dive in a little bit more deeper because your unique pitch really has to do with your own life experience and what you've overcome, right? Because that's what connects you to the story. Yeah, exactly. But to help people today on the call and get the shortest amount and, you know, like try to pull out as quickly as I can based on what you guys tell me, it's better than where you were.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Who'd like to go next?
I can go if that's okay.
Yeah, Jacqueline?
Yes, I'm an event planner. So,
okay.
And I specialize in milestone events,
Okay.
which everybody has a birthday, you know, retirements, anniversaries. At some point in your life, you'll have one of those. But I also do other events, weddings, galas, book signings.
Milestone events. All right. So When you introduce yourself, what do you normally say?
I introduce myself with my name, that I am a milestone event planner and design company, and we provide personalized and curated events, curated experiences for clients and their guests, and who we primarily serve, which are on-the-go executive women who don't have the time to plan, but want the ease of enjoying their event and their guests.
Okay, so stay with me. What's the problem that on-the-go executive women have?
They don't have time. They don't have time to plan it. And people do not realize what goes into planning. It's a lot of detail. It's a lot of time. And when you're busy, you don't have that time and you don't have that luxury to do all of that.
So I'm just flushing some stuff out in my thoughts. So have a pen if I say it. But what I'm guessing, Jacqueline, is that you work with on-the-go executive women that are overloaded, burnt out, and want nothing more than to feel special during their milestone life activity. No, we need to flesh out more. So women that are overloaded, no time. And I'm trying to think of the right words to use. So women that are on the go want to feel valued, right? They want to feel important. They want to feel special. They want to feel I'm trying to think of the right word to put into place. So Jacqueline is an event coordinator.
In control.
What's that?
I said they want to feel in control, even though they have a lot of balls to juggle.
Yeah. They want to look like they got it all together, right?
Yes.
What else do they want?
They just want to be able to show up. They want to be able to show up and they want to be able to enjoy the moment, and they're not actually worrying about what's going on behind the scenes. They just want to be a guest also at their own event.
Or at least the host, right?
Yes, that too.
On the go executive women, overloaded, no time.
And they don't have to answer any questions.
Tired of planning.
Like,
and want to just show up for their milestone event.
yeah.
Yeah, there's more to flesh out there, but do you see where I'm going? Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to keep going into, so why do they feel overloaded?
Because their schedules, their regular schedules, they're overloaded, not just with work, but they have family. They have, you know, the activities of their children if they have children. They have the gym that they go to. You know, they have maybe a social happy hour or something that they want to do as well. They're constantly going and doing. They may have church activities. So they're constantly going and doing.
Executive women that are tired and exhausted of multitasking and wants their milestone event to be, what do they want? You see where I'm going? They want to be the guest. They want to feel like the guest. There's a better way of saying that though, the guest at their own event kind of thing.
Right.
They want to be the limelight of their milestone event with no planning. I'm an executive woman, tired of multitasking, want their milestone event. They want to be the limelight at their milestone event without not having to do anything.
Yes.
There you go. Boom. An executive woman that's tired of multitasking and wants their milestone event and wants to be the limelight with no planning at their own milestone event.
Oh,
Look at the heads are going,
awesome.
Who's tired of multitasking here? Who wants to like just show up and have like the best, like put you up on a pedestal? There you go. See, look, you got clients right here.
Thank you.
Nice.
Do virtual events.
Yes.
Look at that.
Virtual events.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, who wants to go next? We probably have time for one more before Kaden bumps us. Dun, 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 dun. Is it Tayana? Terrible at pronouncing names.
It's Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Yeah, I one time was on here before and you helped me, but I kind of missed it a little bit and I wanted to see if I could is it too late or should I let it go to someone else?
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Tell me what you do.
So I can, well, I kind of had it written out like I help female entrepreneurs who are under stress and pressure from like high stakes roles to release that so that they can, I mean, I've been kind of working with the one that I was sort of remembering or trying to remember, like who want nothing more than to feel supported and have the peace of mind to be able to relax and enjoy their lives and have freedom.
Let me say this, just so I'm just curious. When was the last time that you were on the call with me?
Quite a long time ago.
Okay, so what's changed between now and then? Anything?
In terms of your
business?
Was
there improvement?
In some ways.
Okay. Are you where you want to be?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so why don't you have a call with me? Right? Does that sound better? Let's make better use of our time and not just fix the pitch. Let's look at the business and then we'll go from there. How's that?
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who else? Danielle, you've been shaking your head. Tell me what you do. I see like financial advisor, yep, she's got the look. I can tell the look.
Yeah. So what my husband and I, we run an insurance and investment brokerage together. So it's financial advisory is what we do. So what we do is we help families. We see where they are currently with their finances and find out exactly where they want to arrive with their finances in terms of their final destination. And we provide what we call a financial GPS to help them get to that destination versus leaving it up to chance.
Okay.
So a roadmap.
So what I hear is you're telling me about what you give them, but we're not talking about value.
Right.
Right.
Very true.
And financial advisors, it's really funny. I always find it interesting. You guys deal about money, and yet that should be the first upfront conversation that you have. And to say, look, you know what, I'm here to help you. I want to help you, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you some uncomfortable questions about money. But in order for me to help you, this is, you just got to take that off the edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people that come to you, what's the big problem that you find that they have when it comes to money?
That they don't have any plan. They have zero plan. They're just living paycheck to paycheck. We help them to identify where there might be money that they're spending in a place that's not so needed, and it can be repurposed to something that is needed that will actually help them reach their financial goals.
When you say, so I'm just thinking ideal audience paycheck to paycheck, do they have a savings?
In some instances, no. And
is that who you want to work with?
Ideally our clients are somebody that actually they have money to save, or they already are saving. So it's not like we have to convince them that they need to, they already are in that mindset. Now we're just going to make sure that they're saving in the right places so that they can maximize their returns for the purposes of retirement planning. So life insurance is something else that's big that we do. A lot of people don't have it, right? So if you don't have it, you need it.
Yep. So it's not about that they don't have the plan, right? Why don't they have a plan?
Because they leave it up to their employers, to create, they contribute out of their check every week, every couple of weeks, they're going to take out for their 401k, and they just go ahead and let that run its course. And hopefully at the age of 65, they have enough to retire with. But statistics are showing that that's not working. Yeah. So they need a plan to make sure they know what their number is to accumulate. in order
Okay,
to reach that goal, their
I'm
goals.
familiar. So
Mhm.
is it employees that you work with, or is it entrepreneurs that you work with?
Employees for the most part.
Employees for the most part. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's not a matter of leaving it up to the employees. Yes, that's one of the problem, but they still have no plan why.
Because they don't think it's important. They don't recognize that they need it. They just think it's happening. It's just going to happen.
That's not
They're
your
going.
client then. If they're not there, they don't think they need it. That's not your client, right? Then you're chasing after the wrong people. They don't have a plan. In my mind, I'm thinking they don't have a plan because they have no knowledge.
Well, that's exactly. So that's
Okay.
the problem, is that they
So-
don't realize they even need a plan. That's the issue. So what we do a lot of is educating them first on the fact that they need one and why they need one. And then from there, if they see that need now, then they'll implement a plan to make sure their family's on track financially.
Okay, wait 1 second.
Okay.
What is it that they really want?
If something happens to them during their life, their family is still okay because they're protected through life insurance. Do they want, when they're older and they retire, they have enough money to live out their retirement years without having to go back to work and live at a quality of life that they want to live at, versus having to go back to work?
So do you
Once-
offer like mortgage protection, life insurance, things like that? Okay.
Correct.
So, and I don't know, this is just, it's coming to mind, but I work with employees that lack knowledge and fear not having the right family protection and want nothing more than to create a legacy for themselves.
I love it.
I hope
Yep.
you wrote it down.
I did.
Everybody's different. Like I've worked with financial advisors that really help people that have a little bit of savings and have a lot of debt from like college and stuff like that. And so they really help people that struggle with, debt and want nothing more than to, create wealth for themselves and minimize that. But yeah, I mean, it's all fleshing out. I think, Danielle, if you're open to just hear a little bit of what I have to say, the ideal audience for you is definitely dial in more to employees. I would get out of your mindset about going paycheck to paycheck, because if you have that in your mind, then that's who you're going to attract, and they're not going to be the people that are going to pay you.
That's true.
Right.
Yep.
So if you want to go a little bit deeper on that, feel free to book a call. I'd love to have a conversation.
I will for sure.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very
so much.
welcome. Who else wants to get in? Maybe we'll have a couple more minutes. Well, you guys didn't get on the call just to listen to me talk.
Okay, I'm game.
There you go, girl. Come on, bring it on. What do you do?
Okay, so I have this written down from the last time I was in here. Problem. Well, I'm a business coach and consultant. So problem, they need clients, they need visibility, and they're overwhelmed.
Wait 1 second. I'm going to put back in the box really fast because I forgot we're in a different chat room. You see, I get in my zone and then I forget. So a couple ways for you to connect with me. I'm going to put in the chat now, and also the one-on-one link is in there, as well as the Facebook group. Okay. So Lisa, you tell me again, you're a coach?
Yes, business coach and consultant, heavy emphasis on digital media. I'm a degreed marketer, so that's my background.
Okay.
So yeah, problem my clients face is they need clients. They need visibility, and they're overwhelmed. Those are the three things that I hear a lot. Mostly that they need clients.
Why do they need clients? Why aren't they getting them?
I'm sorry. Why do
aren't
they?
they getting
Because
them?
they need to pay their bills. They don't have enough clients. They're not closing the sales.
Why are they
Okay.
not closing sales?
A lot of times they're not getting on enough calls. They don't have a system. That's one of my solutions.
So what is it that they want?
They want high ticket offers. They want to sell their high ticket offers. And they're not selling their high ticket offers. So they feel that They need to lower the price, which I do
Hmm.
not recommend. I work on their mindset.
So one of the things that I'm hearing already, if you, earlier on, I said it's never about the money, ever.
Right,
And the worst thing you can do is lower your price. That's your self-worth. That's your own insecurities, right? They don't.
exactly.
They themselves.
I
as
teach that. I do teach that. Yes.
Yeah, people don't understand the value of their product. So maybe it's along the line of, as a business coach, you work with entrepreneurs that aren't getting enough lead and they don't have systems in place, and they want nothing more than to sell their high ticket. They want nothing more than their customers to see the value and buy into their high ticket programs.
Correct.
Does that help you?
Yes.
Quick, write it down.
Yeah, I know. I was like, ah.
Write it down.
Oh God.
Yeah. I don't know what I just said.
I know. I do it all the time. I get it. I totally get it.
Teresa, I'm curious. I see you like processing, thinking. I hope you'll take time and make the call. I'd love to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I was a little tardy getting in today, so I'm just really just soaking in
Yes, that's
all of
okay.
the information. I love the questions that you have. So I'm a new organization. I used to be in education for over 17 years, and as of earlier this year, no longer in that college realm. So what I look forward to do is to be able to provide personal development, and my focus group are midlife women, professional women who reconnect with their greatness so they can
Yeah.
start building personal community as well as generational wealth. So
Beautiful. Well,
that's what I'm really,
we've got 10 seconds, so I don't mean to cut you off. Jeanette,
Yes.
again, I'd love to connect with you as well. I'd love to hear about what you're doing in the financial space as far as debt free. So
One question